Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. There's another day in the market where we see losses. We see a small spike up again, but you're going to see a lot of sell-offs around this time. And this is the danger zone, right? If you just want to day trade, swing trade, right? A move from 88 or about 94 to 104, that's a decent amount of money, okay? Some people made 2,000 to 1,000, in a day within these couple of days. But I want to talk to you guys about price points, right, and prices. Okay, my take is that the market is currently pulling back very major, very heavy. Okay, when you have big companies like Walmart, Nvidia just pulling back as big as 7% on the week, you got 9% down on the month, and you got Nvidia down 12% on this month, right? There's a lot of reconsideration that you need to do, and you need to realize that this is where strong and long-term investors can build solid positions. Okay, 129 cents, right? This price in the next 4 to 5 years, if you think about what Nvidia can do with the cash flow they have and how they can maneuver and shift their business in the next few years and what they can do with that money, these price points are going to be golden. Okay, you guys need to realize, even if you go into a trade war, quote unquote, type of thing like we did around 2018 and 2020, based on how certain stuff is going on, right? That is fine. What you need to realize is don't let that take away opportunities for the future. Okay, 5 years, 4 years from now, these positions are going to keep increasing, right? And slowly you're going to see your money diversified in these big billion-dollar companies, and also have small safe investments on the side, right? I mean, my ETF is down, it's sub 500, right? At one point 580 was like, oh my god, that's a golden price point, right? But you guys need to realize key principles of investing, which is buy quality while it's cheap. I love the saying, right? Buy quality when it's cheap. These, I mean, you can't go wrong with Nvidia, Walmart, S&P 500, right? These are standard investments that everybody knows about, right? I have dividend reinvesting on as well. You can do that on CashApp by clicking these top 3 points, top right corner, and you're gonna get this option right here. Just click that on, right? That is going to really benefit you with reality income, Walmart, right? Any dividend paying stock, right? Over time, you're going to see it just grow, and compound interest is going to take care for the rest of it, okay? Risk management is key. I want you guys to know, do not go all in at once, because you don't know where these prices are going to go. Saying Nvidia is going to go to 70, 80, it's not crazy, right? It's not crazy to say that, because this will only determine what the next month can look like, right? Who knows if we can recover back from 120, 115, right? If it take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, because the CEOs, right? The CEOs, they can present whatever they want, but if these tariffs aren't doing what they need to do, people are going to sell off regardless. Okay, the market is so determined, right? And they're so focused on these crazy percentages of tariffs and taxes that are being put out, that these sell-offs are not crazy. They happened last week, right? We saw them right here, Wednesday to Thursday. Boom, we saw this, and we haven't seen a recovery since then. The lowest we saw this week, right, was $88. So we go from 104 to 88. Keep that in mind. Okay, and this is supposed to be $170, $160 stock. Okay, now keep cash on hand for deeper dips. You always want to make sure you have a little bit of investing money on the side. If you want to invest $100, right, put 50, 20, right, and then 30, just have it on site. You want to have money on site, so where if you see a certain price point you like, buy it right away. Okay, dollar cost averaging. So this is basically lowering your position in a company. If my position in Nvidia is 131 and the current share price is 96, this is a good buy. This is not a bad buy. This is a perfect buy. It's very good to pump this up a little bit more, right, and invest back into the stock, because that is way below the average cost per share. You can bring that down to 129, 128. This is amazing. Okay, now Buy targets and price points. Okay, this is the purpose of this video. I want to give you guys certain price points that I really look at on TradingView. Okay, TradingView is a tool that I use to look at my charts, right? And I really analyzed the charts this morning. I looked at how the market moves. I looked at big dips, and I looked at Walmart in specific, right? But I really like it under $85, $86, $87. Okay, so Walmart under 86 is a strong buy for me. Okay, this all depends on your average cost per share though. If you got into Walmart back when it was 70, right, wait for that sub 80. Okay, it's gonna come. Okay, believe it or not, it's gonna come. You're gonna see it, right? 80.39. I think we're gonna see, 81 at least. But at the end of the day, you don't want to time the market too hard. If you really want 79.999 average cost per share, it's not going to benefit you that much, right? Just buy at 81, 82, buy at low 80s if you have an average cost of 75s, right? That is perfect to add more money into it. Okay, it's going to bump you up to about 78, 79. That's fine, right? You can take it from there because they also have decent paying dividends. Okay, now a strong buy is under 82. These are for the people that are really precise and they're really just on their phone 24/7 looking at the charts. They have free time, right? They have the time to just watch the market go and watch these numbers fluctuate, right? 82 is somewhere I would get into, right? The reason is defensive play, essential business, and long-term growth. This is a long-term growth stock. Walmart, I'm not selling Walmart to about 2027, mid-2027 probably, and that's what I'll make moves on Walmart. Okay, we have a long time we're aiming for. My ETF is not getting sold till 2030. Nvidia is probably going to get sold by the end of this year, specifically because it's a tech stock, right? If you're long-term on a tech stock, there's a lot of changes you need to make, and you need to stay up to date with technology, okay? Because technology can change overnight, and if there's another company that says, Nvidia, we are better than you, we are going to serve these products for cheaper, all these business needs to come to us. Guess what? Nvidia's down the gutter, okay? And sadly, it will take a few pumps. Nvidia is going to go back up to 180, 190, but in the future, if something like that happens, right, Nvidia is going to vanish. Look at you have to really hit or miss with tech stocks. If you were to say Apple versus Nokia 10 years ago, 20 years ago, which one was going to be better, right? It's really in pick and choose. There was not that many reasons to be with Apple, but the people who were with Apple are probably millionaires by now, okay? So just play out these price points very precisely and look at your portfolio. Risk management is key. If your paycheck is $2,000, you should not be, I don't know what you'll do with your paycheck, but I will definitely budget it, invest only about 400, 500, set aside some money and play by that rule. Okay. Well, let's make sure we're budgeting, looking at price points, target prices, right? Being very key with our investments, especially if you're younger, right? You need to build good habits now. ETF under 520 is a buy, and we are at 495. I mean, you don't see the S&P 500 down this much. We are currently down on the year 4%. Okay, this is a buy. I'm closing my eyes. I'm taking the money from my check-ins, putting it into Robinhood CashApp, and I'm buying this ETF with my eyes closed. Right, 493, 495. We're gonna see a year where this goes up 13, 14%, and right now is where you buy though. Okay, 2025 could be a slow year in the start. We don't know how this year is going to end off. Let's say we see a pump back up to 550, 560. Your average cost is about 540, right? You can take your money and get out, right? Take a little bit of that money and get out because, who would have expected us to have such a rough drop off? Right, you never know what goes on in the market. Manipulation, news, economic news, fear, uncertainty. There's a lot of things that goes in place. So if you're long term, I could have took my profits out of the S&P 500, but I might rinse my profit out sooner or later, right, to get right back in it, right? But if you're just a long-term investor on certain stocks and you don't want to stress yourself out too much, just do what I'm doing, right? Keep buying when it's low, keep buying when it's low. Pretty much just watch it when it's high, keep buying when it's low. When you hit your 5 to 4 year price year target, go ahead and sell it, okay? Nvidia 110 is a buy, okay? Adjust if this refers to a split adjusted price. I say this because Nvidia split, okay? They hit $1,000, right? And they split. They did a 10-way split. So this used to be a $1,000 stock, right? And they split. So I feel like under $110 is very it's a key point right now to buy it. But I feel like by the end of the year, if we're at 125, 130 towards September, October, I can see this going to 150, 160 again. I was saying this is a $200 stock, and I have no doubt in it, right? The business performance of Nvidia is still good. When earnings come out a couple months later, right? Everybody's gonna be on their toes waiting for earnings, and I guarantee Nvidia is gonna beat earnings again. Okay, I can almost guarantee it. They do it every time. They're the AI hub still. DeepSeek, it came, it went. We saw another spike up, and then we have this tariffs news that is dropping this. Okay, so just make sure we are very precise and very strategic with how we're buying. But I think $110, you're going to get a bang for your buck. $110, this stock is literally on sale right now for $90, $96, $97, right? Reason is leader in data center AI chips, and a massive future potential. Okay, their potential, like I'm saying, you can compare them to AMD. You can compare them to, any other AI stock. Meta, is one of them. But the major thing about Nvidia is they are dominating their sector by a huge margin. Okay, and it's same like Apple and Nokia. Apple and you can take another phone that got absolutely destroyed and you don't see them no more, right? You got to pick and choose. 10 years from now, will Nvidia still be dominant? We don't know, right? But within those 10 years, let's say you take your profits in 3 years in, do it, right? You see profit, take it, celebrate it, right? Don't hold for too long to the point where you're feeling like, oh, this is stressing me out. I don't know if I should take it. No, don't. Set a time frame, right? Do some analysis. When that time frame is hit, get your profit and leave. I know what I want to do with Nvidia. By the end of this year, I want to look forward to selling Nvidia. I want to hold this out for the year. I want to keep buying low. I do not want to take profits out until the end of the year. Okay, I really believe by the end of the year, they're going to do some investments. Their earnings are going to be so strong that people are going to reinvest back in the stock. And they're going to see the potential of AI data centers and technology, quantum computing. Everything is going to shoot up towards the end of 2025 because tariffs are going to be more settled then. Okay. Final thoughts is basically stay patient and disciplined. Don't chase green candles. Let the price come to you. As simple as that. If you chase, and this is more for the people that are on their charts 24/7. As fun as it sounds, right? It can get frustrating. It can get boring, right? But you can't cheat the process. This is not gambling. This is not fast money, quick money. You're creating wealth. Okay, research is important. So don't trace these certain prices, right? And these were certain prices that we were praying for back here, right? When we were 140, 130. So we have it now. We just got to buy, right? So that's all I'll say. Reinvest dividends. I would say ETFs, Walmart, definitely reinvest dividends. If you're long-term, bro, just invest your dividends, right? As simple as that, because you're not going to sell no time soon, right? So if reinvest your dividends, diversify, don't overextend, right? So simple stuff. I just want to talk to you guys about price points. It could be a little frustrating. It could be kind of crazy with this big change. I'm down 23%, but I know why I'm down. Okay, it's not because of the stocks I've picked out. It's because of the news. Okay, it's not like Nvidia's going to a absolute rabbit hole. Walmart's doing terrible, right? I know my plays, and I know how I'm going to pick them out, right? So I have about 2 companies I'm really big on, Nvidia, Walmart. I have a dividend stock that's going to come pay me every month, right? Dividend yield of 5.98%. There's no reason why I wouldn't buy more of the stock, right? They're paying me monthly, and I'm going to reinvest that. And towards September, October is when I'm also selling reality income. Okay, it's not now. I've given you guys the information, the price points, my takes, my buys. The rest is the work you have to do. Okay, budget. Okay, risk management is key. Don't invest all your money, right? Because you don't want your kids starving and they haven't eaten in a few days, all right? So it's very important to do, risk management, budgeting, but invest based on that. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. My final buys are Walmart, Nvidia, reality income. S&P 500, buy as much as you can by the end of the year. By 2027, 2030, you're going to see a lot of change in my portfolio, in your portfolio. Money's not made overnight. Wealth is not made overnight. It's all a process. Okay, you got to stick to the course. Thank you guys for watching. Mr. Buy the Dip is out.